instead of apprentice, let's set it to amateur, which is higher than apprentice. So I beat novice, I beat apprentice. Now I'm going to try to play against an amateur. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I would have to be like grandmaster skill level to even come close to beating the computer opponents. So let's see here. So let me make my first move. Now you might wonder, why do I always make okay, it's called E4 because if you look at this, there are numbers and letters. I've learned a little bit about chess notation. So the numbers on the side here, 1 through 8, and then A through H. So that's called E4 because E4 is, the square from E2 to E4, the pawn moves. Now the reason while playing as white, I moved the king's pawn and the opponent also moved the king's pawn. That's the best starting chess move in my opinion because both the bishop and the queen can come out. Now, I always start by moving the bishop, although if I'm playing against somebody who's new to chess and they don't know what they're doing yet, I will probably I will most likely move out the queen first just to play risky, you know what I'm saying? But usually it's better not to bring up the queen too soon. Okay, that bishop captured my pawn. So, okay, that's very interesting. So I'm playing against amateur level computer, but it's still allowing me to just sort of, capture the pieces. So let's see how this goes. So I'm going to move this knight here, which is protected by the bishop. The queen captured my rook, so now I'll capture the queen. Okay, so let's just say that the first 3 levels of Chess Ultra's computer are not too bright. I've seen humans rated in the 1300s, and they always beat me. Because when I'm playing on chess.com, I'm playing against, people who are very experienced. Plus, there's always a chance those people are cheating anyway. Because it's hard to stop cheaters in chess. Now, you might wonder, how does somebody cheat in chess? And the answer is actually very simple. Because, you see, if somebody is using a chess engine, like a separate chess program, where they make a move, and then they just see what the computer does, and then make that move, they can kind of... There's a way to do that, but I don't cheat in chess, because that's not the whole fun. The entire point is to be able to just, see how everything works and to figure out for myself what the best move is. That's where the fun really lies, obviously. So let's see. I'm going to move my queen here, because now that all of the dangerous pieces are gone, so I'm going to move this bishop there and capture the pawn. Okay. And then let's see here. I think it's time to start. I'm going to start moving some pawns. I have kind of an idea where I'm going with this. Okay, let's just try castling here. Okay, I'm going to move that pawn and see what happens. That pawn, yeah, that pawn captured that, but that's not that big of a deal. Okay, now that knight went there. Oh, and the knight is threatening both my queen and the bishop. So that's actually a good move by the opponent, because obviously it has the effect that my queen has to move to avoid being captured, and they can still capture the bishop. But then I'm going to go over here and capture this pawn. Okay. So yeah, so there's that. So, but then I get also capture this pawn, so I'm just going to keep capturing pawns. Oh, well, I'll let my bishop be captured. See, I'm playing stupid too. I'm playing really stupid right now, but that's not the biggest problem, really. I mean, let's move this here, threaten that knight, and then my knight captures that knight. Place a white knight on e6. Why is placing a white knight on e6, why is that a big deal? But I got an achievement for that too. That's totally fine. So now, let's see. I'm going to move that rook there. Oh, and my pawn just got captured. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to start capturing some pawns here. Just clean up all the pawns. Oh, wait. Oh, you see this? That was actually a good move by the computer. Because, you see, my queen can't move out of the way because that would put my king in check. Meaning the opponent does get to destroy my queen, finally. But I get to kill a rook in the process, too. Oh, and I can't move the king there. I have to move it somewhere else. So that was actually a very good move by the opponent. I'm not worried, though, because I'm probably still going to win this game. But whatever. Now I'll threaten that rook. Then that rook retreated to over there. Then I will defend that pawn with this pawn. Okay, that's not bad at all. It's really not. So I'm going to move this rook right there. Then I'm going to move this rook right here. Ooh, there's an achievement for that too. Okay, now this bishop, the reason it moved there is because it's trying to avoid me checkmating my opponent. That's what it's trying to do, obviously. But I don't have to start trying to do that yet, because I can obviously just keep cleaning up pawns. And that's probably the best thing to actually do. Okay. Well, now that's interesting. Because now... Huh. I think I will just move that rook back to where it was. Most interesting indeed. I'm not entirely sure what's even happening. But, okay, I know that that rook wants to capture this pawn, and I'm simply not going to allow it to do so. I'm going to move my king here to defend that pawn. Oh, I see what it does. Then it tries to do that. So I'll just move the king there. Okay, then it captures that. I see how it goes. This is one of the weirdest games I've ever seen. So, huh. Okay, time to start moving that pawn. Yeah, this is actually quite interesting because see, I can just move this pawn and I don't really know if there's going to be anything that stops me from just continuing to advance that pawn to the final place. Will my opponent even try to stop me? Doesn't seem like it's trying to stop me. Yeah, it gets to put me in check there, but that's not a big deal. It's really not. Okay, see, now it decides it's going to try to stop me. But how is it going to do that? You know, I'm just going to move that there. And the rook captures the pawn. I capture the rook. Okay, that's fun. Now you see, I get to put this rook in line with both of these pawns. And see that pawn. Oh, you see how that is? It's trying to get to the end. It thinks it can become a queen. But not really, because all I have to do is come down here with this rook, and then it can't really stop me. I just bring my rook down here. I'm going to capture that pawn. So I'm still going to win this game, but this is a much longer game. Okay, now it's trying to attack my rook, but it's too late to try to save anything at this point. Now both my rooks are in line on this side of the board. Okay. Well, I'm going to move my king here. I'm just going to totally move my king here. And then see, I'm going to put my king there and capture that. And now see, the king is trying to move. So now the king is trying to move there. And it moves there. All right. So now I'm just going to bring this rook all the way back here and get it out of danger. That bishop can't do anything to my king. Okay. I can attack the bishop. This is actually super easy now at this point. The bishop is useless. It can't actually do anything. It can't protect its king really. It can't attack my pieces anymore. So let's just try, let's try this. Move my king up there. Okay. Let's capture it. Okay. Checkmate. That's not bad. Okay, that was, oh, sacrifice the queen, then go on to win the game. But there's an achievement for that. I got plus 27 added to my rating, beating that computer. Oh, and I have 2 viewers. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, let's see here actually.